Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for more Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney investigations. So let's just do the times that aren't Alba first. So 521, why not? What's here to examine? Oh, by the way, just a minute. This man is the immigration officer who was on duty. He's making a real scary face, even though there's no one around to see it. I wonder if he's just the grumpy sort, although that wouldn't do much for tourism. Hey, he smiled a word just now. I wonder if he recalled something funny. Well, even if he did, he still has that hard gray in his eyes. It would appear that he was born with stern-looking eyes. Rather fitting for someone in the security business, I'd say. It's just the time. 5:21 p.m. This is at the end of the Steel Samurai Stage show. Correct. We were still inside the theater itself around that time. All because Mr. Edgeworth couldn't get out of his seat. I wanted to show the actors my appreciation for a bit and soak in the atmosphere. Yeah, with your eyes closed and a complete lack of motion except for some bleeding. Was he sleeping? Because we know he's a big fan. Oh, I don't remember all these posters. I wonder what they're of. I do remember a bunch of these hanging in that hallway. I believe they're all related to the tourism and sightseeing. An albust? Impossible! If it were Babal, I could believe that, however. No, they were posters promoting tourist traps in this country. And I believe they were mostly of Yetwater land. I see, so they were targeted at the embassy staff. Same thing for these posters? Yep, okay. It's the door leading into the Theatre Neutralis. I tried so hard to get through this door, but I just couldn't get in. But it felt so great when I finally was allowed to go through with it. You know what I really wanted to do, though? I wanted to try sneaking in my way. Oh, at least nothing seems out of the ordinary with the door. Nothing in the carpet. Okay, so let's move on. 5:23. 5:23 p.m. This is just after the end of the Steel Samurai Stage show. And after I had been given that autograph. You told me I had stars in your eyes at that time, Mr. Edgeworth. I most certainly did not. You had stars in your eyes because of an autograph you received from that man? Miles Edgeworth, you've just lost any respect I had left for you. I believe it's time to change the subject. It appears that he is expecting the person coming into the country. Are you kidding? It's more like he's not checking the Steel Samurai. And then they gave me such a hard time. There are certain risks involved when you give some people preferential treatment. On the outside he may look like the Steel Samurai, but on the inside it's just Larry. Other than the fact that it's that good or nothing else seems out of order. Wait, you know as well as I that anything can happen if he's involved. You're not suggesting that someone else could be under that mist, are you? No, I don't think that. Just before he entered here, he gave me an autograph, so I'm certain it's Larry under there. The weapon's already bent at this point? Doesn't something about this lump-shaped strike you as odd? Huh? It's supposed to be this shape? No, there's certainly something... No, there's clearly something odd about the bulge. If only we had the pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. A body's in there you didn't know? Next, let us check the footage from Babal's security camera. Oh, that was the important thing. I hope he shows us something good. Alright, so that was... Alright. Clearly, there wasn't a single sign of a suspicious person or anything. That right there is the contradiction. Huh? Did I miss something? You didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Koshin entering his own country. But wasn't his body found in Babal? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. Investigation complete! You finally healed! Not the full, though! Dang it! Alright, so this has got to be the final battle. Ambassador Alba! Oh, Quirkus, I thought I had asked for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theatre sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun and you've enjoyed a little game. I dare say that you even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. You understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done and it's game over. No? Objection! Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. Oh, Quirkus, I am heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You just have words with us? You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Here he comes. Yep, Poliano. Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Quirkus. Ambassador Poliano? Even just a teeny bit of a bit is fine with me. The very strained relationship between our countries is in a precarious situation, you know. Very well. If you insist, I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any further. Ambassador Poliano. Mr. Edgeworth, all I wish is for the normalization of relations between our two countries. But there is one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. I just love it's just, bitch, please. It's just the hand. He's like, bitch, please. Oh, Quirkus, now then, what was it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough, because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi and about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Manicochin. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by. Final battle! Ambassador Alba's alibi. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicious here. Under a hypothetical scenario, Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Alabas the whole time. But it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babao. That is my alibi. Okay, we had that contradiction, I think. So that is your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babao. Now that we cleared that up, I'd appreciate it if you would move out of my way. Hold it! I said hold it! What is it this time? I thought I told you I'd only answer one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Very well, I will play with you just a little bit longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors. You are forbidden to lose. Of course, that is something I've understood from the start. That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first Yadagassi was the capture of the smuggling wings leader. My father and Uncle Ben. Their legacy is will live on. The legacy will live on. For me. That's why we've just gotta catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have at the truth now, shall we? Oh, Quercus, no matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. There's a little more gruff in there I need to put, but I can't find it in my throat. Press. Being the leader of a smuggling ring while taking on the duties of ambassador? Don't you think that the combination is more than enough reason for suspicion? That there's the matter of the crossbow arrows and the primitive statues? That's his freaking voice! Objection! Let's go with that voice. Oh, that is nothing more than your flights of fancy. Wow, that's a bad voice. What do you mean by that? It's not a hypothesis. Earlier we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave that to one side for now. I'm doing this voice now because that was amazingly awful. Because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh, so you really had no reason to kill Mr. Cochin? If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I'd appreciate it if you would take me seriously. I'm sorry, I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well, a game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I firmly claim that I had no motive to kill, and let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking around proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. In that case, what motive would I have had to kill my co-conspirator? Are you serious that just because you were partners that you had no motive to kill? I'm only following your hypothetical scenario to its logical conclusion. Looks like he's not going to admit it was himself that he was in league with Mr. Cochin. I suppose not. But I do know his relation to the smuggling ring and to Mr. Cochin. You mean he's the ringleader and that Mr. Cochin was his subordinate, what? Correct. I know more than just that. Miss Von Karma, I'm sure you remember the safe in Mr. Cochin's office, correct? Yes, of course. The safe had two compartments to it, didn't it? Yes, and why do you think those stolen goods were being stored in Mr. Cochin's office? Could it be because he was trying to cheat Ambassador Alba behind his back? So Mr. Cochin didn't turn the goods over, but decided instead of keeping them to himself? I suppose that's possible? It seems to me that both men were only concerned with their own wealth and well-being. Then that means that maybe they didn't have a trusting relationship after all. But Ambassador Alba had to gain. I believe that is his motive for killing Mr. Cochin. What are you whispering about amongst yourselves over there? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Now then, let's continue with your testimony. And what exactly did you do while you were in Alabast? I had a meeting with the Steel Samurai and then I arranged a few files. Around that time, that thief who was sneaking in took me by surprise. Objection! Are you saying that it was the Mask 2 that made the first move? Bitch, please. Yes, and it was after I was attacked that I hit him on the head with the primitive statue. Unfortunately, he had died from the blow, but it was inactive justified self-defense. Calling it that doesn't cover up what you really did. Cover up? No, my boy, I'm not covering up anything. I'm telling the truth. You weren't planning to admit to it? Which is why you tried to frame the Steel Samurai. If you weren't an ambassador, I'd be letting my whip fly loose on you right now. I am terribly sorry that I didn't clean up the body better, but I'm a busy man. I had a speech to give in the Rose Garden after that, you know. Yet despite that, you still had time to kill Mr. Cochin, didn't you? Objection! Man is evil and I'm sure you are familiar with the facts. But Mr. Cochin was killed in Babal while I was all the way in Elbast. Anyone assume he's gonna rip that beard right off when he loses? Alright. Ow, I bit my tongue. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babal. That is my alibi. Well, that's tearing my throat in a different way. You insist that it's not possible for you to have killed Mr. Cochin in Babal. And you are correct. Oh, I thought you would put up a bit more of a fight. But you must concede to me. But if you must concede to me, the only thing I'm conceding is that it's not possible for you to have killed him in Babal. I'm not conceding that your alibi is the truth. Oh, I see. However, no matter how you try, that you can't crush my alibi. You would be wise not to underestimate a prosecutor of this country. We'll see about that. So Mr. Cochin was a friend of Ambassador Alba. If that's true, then why did the ambassador kill him? It's not like in the case of my father where he ordered someone to do it. The problem we have here is that we don't know what the exact relationship was. Indeed, if they had complete trust in each other, then there's no motive for murder. However, both men were very selfish, and I believe that is where his motive arose. There's the Cadopian paper. Let's take a look at the Cadopian paper. 1, 2, that's all I get to see is 1, 2, and 3. I got no idea. Let me look at the evidence again. There's statues, there's this pic, there's this. We still haven't changed the significance of these hot dogs. This one's there anymore. A lot of stuff we just have because we have. What? Oh, because Cochin's trying to steal the right. Cochin's trying to steal the thing, which, why would Cochin try to steal that? Present. Oh my god, I blew this bad. You want to know? I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Cochin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil, and because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess. Objection! I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Cochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of the Alabast's primitive statue. By killing him and pushing him all of the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. He had more than a few reasons to kill him. Objection! Rich, please. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle begins. Now then, if you will excuse me. Wait, what? I told you that at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Ambassador Alba, if you could please give us just a little more of your time. It doesn't matter what kind of man he was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. Bitch, please. That is something for Babal to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to. Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Paliono? I'm very sorry, but it seems that now even my voice falls on deaf ears. There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Paliono. We must find some way to stop him from leaving. A gun! It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Here comes Lang. Hold it. Oh, it's a little... Oh! Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba. Kay? Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Autography legacy will live on through me. Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving? You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this? No, and why should I recognize that talented old organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before? That is a clue my father, Mr. Faraday, left for us. Did you say Burn Faraday? Mr. Faraday's organizer? Don't tell me this is the one from the second Cage 8 incident. The one in which he wrote about the Atagrasu's key? Yes, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu kill 7 years ago. I have no idea what you were talking about. You say that like it was related to me. Besides this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are. But that sort of trickery won't want to work on me. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. Now what is that toy there? It's a gun! That's... This delivery device was used by the Yadagrasi, or rather my father. It also helps make this wind that's using my scarf right now. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into his embassy. What? These two pieces of evidence that hold information the Yadagrasi dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it out to Alabas right behind you. Little girl, get to the point. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, then I'll hand over these two pieces of evidence. Yadagrasu, ever the thorn in my side. Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. Then it was just a bluff. Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Mr. Uncle Bad found to go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Will Thief is troublesome enough for him. Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay, I believe Miss Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end. Okay. When the going gets tough, somebody gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails. After all this, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. Whip. I refuse to lose this one too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all, barring a person like me. Ambassador Alba, your testimony if you please. Alright, but this is the absolute last. Then even if you use all the power of Ambassador Paleona's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity Chaos created for me go to waste. Final battle. For real this time. Alba's Alibi Part 2. The last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here at the Theatre of Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabasta for the rest of the time I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Cochin again after that. Oh, you see, there is no time span in which I could have killed him. Wouldn't you agree? We'll press all four of these, but we know we get them at the start. But since you people are practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What now, good old man? Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you, though. You've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions, and you will be punished. So any needless pressing or presenting will cost more to our case? In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence. Understood? Of course. I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Cochin was killed before he returned the Babal. In which case, there is only one statement to which I need to present the evidence. Alright, so we're going straight to it. Okay. No pressing everything because we'll get punished. Amazing. Diplomats really do know how to craft answers that don't answer anything. So if the only place he met the victim was at this theater, then where was he killed? We know that Mr. Cochin didn't return to Babal alive. which means that the only time he could have been killed is when they were both here. And that means that he was planning to kill Mr. Cochin from the start. So when do we use the picture? So they met with the photo op and he killed him. Okay. Just come see. Let's try the picture. Either the footage or the picture. This is the picture. I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Oh, it's commemorative, all right. One that captures the proof I need to show you that it was you who committed the murder. Come again? This is the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. I see you recognize it, as well as you should, for it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it in among the flowers you were to give the Steel Samurai, meaning that you killed Mr. Cochin here at the theater. It's time for me to catch my flight. We're not through here. Bitch, please. It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador, and he has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase him after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cur. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end? There he is. I was waiting for him. Sup, bitches? Agent Lang. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Get out of my way. My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Elba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down until I got back. So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has been revoked. Oh, dang! Has just been revoked. I got the line incorrectly. They took that straight up from freaking, what do you call it? From Lethal Weapon 2. Straight up took it from there. I think it was 2. What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through. Lang Shi says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Jesus! Interpol headquarters in the Imperial household of the Kingdom of Alabast. Took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The Imperial household? You, what have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. What? 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 Effective today, effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for this. The video you're also protected. You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimated me, a descendant of the founder of the detainment philosophy, Lang Shi. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world have really paid off. What? It can't be. I don't believe this. My ambassadorship has been revoked. Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing. Woohoo! Looks like he's turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. It's a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador. Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen for who you really are, Mr. Alba. I want Super Saiyan again. Oh shoot. No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us? So what if I am no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. And expect no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. You say that I killed Mr. Cochin in the theater? But even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, you left that bouquet in the theater. So no one could have taken it from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babal? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over here? Preposterous. I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alba, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. Another final battle? Jesus, alright, here we go. Alba's Alibi, Part 3. I killed Mr. Cochin in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babal, right? There's no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babal. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender to now? You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, boot this guy out of the embassy and we can finally end everything. I know, and I will give it my all that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness. Yes, just another witness. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy. And get him good. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. Alright, here we go. Oh jeez, okay, this is gotta be the final battle, so let's keep going. If we retrace Mr. Alba's movements, we should find some hint to solving this case. Alright, at the CSM stage show, he went back to Alabas, right? From there, he started preparing for his speech in the Alabastian embassy. It does sound like it wasn't possible for him to have gone to the Bubbly's embassy. He couldn't have gone to Babal, but the body didn't remain at the theater either. Is it possible that the body was temporarily taken to a different location first? Whoops! There it is. Scum save. The cart. Wait for the cart. But why wouldn't Larry notice this? My throat's giving out, shoot. Actually, I do believe there was a way to transport the body out of the theater. Perhaps we should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? The footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement. Thank you for the warning. Now if you could take a good look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart. What is the meaning of this? Showing me that. It's to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Kojin's body. Yep, goes with logic. He had the Steel Samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene. What a guess. But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I admit that for now it isn't but a hypothesis, however. If you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. Oh, there's Gummy! I knew he was showing up some point. Sorry it took so long, Mr. Edgeworth. Sir. Gummy? Yeah, because someone had to be there to catch the arrow. Someone had to be there to move the body. Detective Gumshoe, is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. I found it in the open air stage area. So that's where you went. Detective Spirit that Pops left with me. I thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth, is this worth anything to the case? Yes, it just might play a major role in solving this case, Detective. But something isn't right. I thought the entire Samurai family was in Alabast. Where exactly in the open air stage did you find this pushcart? I found it just lying there at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh, so let's leave that for now and examine the inside, Detective. Yes, sir. Oh my god, there's still more to do. Blood! Oh snap. It's blood, sir. This must be Mr. Kojin's blood. Which only goes to prove that Mr. Kojin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Kojin at this theater and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. The thing is, wouldn't Larry notice how heavy the cart is? I forced him to move the body into Alabast? What nonsense! Why would I bother to do such a thing? You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabast, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babal. Well, for what if you moved the body to Alabast? Oh, he sent the body over the thing too? How? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. Then you smuggled it out of Alabast. No! I can show you how you moved the body from Alabast to Babal. Then I win. But you can't. The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. I'll be the one to judge whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I ask you to provide us with this testimony regarding your movements after you return to Alabast. There's another testimony? Miles Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means there's no question that can't be answered, right? The Primitive statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw somewhere I can exploit. Another testimony! Oh my god. Oh, do I just stop here? Oh, this has gotta be the last one. This has gotta be the actual last one. Movements in Alabast. After I returned to Alabast, I had my picture taken with the Steel Samurai shaking hands. Then just as I was about to start my speech, the Adagarasu appeared. I feared for the national treasures, so I raced back to my office. Is that all? Yes, that's all. Objection! It looks like you left out a few things. Such as the murder of the mask too. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Ah, those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of them, of those things, again. I do so hate to waste time. What? You? It's not every life. Is not every life precious? You really need me to answer that for you. People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. Then you'd better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Come, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like. Rooms in Alabasta. Whew. No, I can't find a single contradiction. Mr. Edgeworth, he's totally dead on the inside, just like a hollow tree. You're the only one that can cut him down to the size, Miss Edgeworth, sir. At this point in time, we lack the information required to fight back properly. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. You just say the word and I'll get him talking for you. Don't forget that we have plenty of ways to get him to talk. We've got some real scary people on our side, okay. One way to help out, Gummy. How about you? I can't believe even you're getting into this. In that case, I'm ready too, sir. Everyone please calm down. I'll think of something. Guess we're at the press. I think there's probably another 30 minutes in here, so we'll stop right here, and if I'm wrong, we'll just add it next recording. So that right there is the game for now. We'll conclude the final battle next time. So, I had fun. If I'm watching, that's what's up, having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.